What's up, guys? It's Ando. Welcome back to PokeBattle Saturdays, where every Saturday I sit here on PokeBattle and I ladder for like 30 minutes. Anyway, this week we have a little bit of a twist. I'm going to be laddering on my main account, which is currently ranked at 1,200. Reason I'm doing this: PokeBattle season ends tomorrow. I'm going to be gone all of Saturday. If you look at where I am, I'm at number 90 right now. I'm at 1,200. In order to get to top 64, I need to gain 34 more points. This is amazing because A, it brings suspense to the episode. I'm actually laddering towards a goal. B, I get to use the CTC team that I ripped off and modified for PokeBattle. I went straight from A to C. I'm a genius. B. I get to kill two birds with one stone and ladder a little bit. So anyway, as I said, I did rip this team off of CTC. It's a new team he's been running around with that basically works with Sticky Web, Mega Heracross, and then U-Turn and Volt Switch, Lando and Thundy in order to lure in Latias and Pursuit Trap it with Weavile to A, keep webs on the field, B, open up holes for Lando, Thundy, and Heracross, and C, give Weavile a lot of support with Sticky Web. So anyway, looking at this Lando set, we have a U-Turn, Focus Blast, Earth Power, and Psychic. Pretty standard spread right here. We also have a Thunderous, Loud, Thunderwave, Thunderbolt, HP, Ice, and Volt Switch. I have Thunderbolt and Volt Switch because sometimes you do need to stay in against versus threats, specifically unboosted Suicune or Suicune at +1. And then this used to be a Cafagrigus, but Aegislash is legal, and this team was like super cheap. Because it had like 85 less points. It was under 900 PokeBattle value points. So I was just like, I will slap an Aegislash on it because Aegislash is cool. And Aegislash has Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, King Shield, and Shadow Sneak. And then we also have the Mega Heracross, Mr. Pin Nose, Swords Dance, Pin Missile, Close Combat, Rock Blast. I'm running Jolly because Adamant is no hipster. And then we also have a Shuckle, our Sticky Web setter, with Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, Final Gambit, and Encore. And let me explain why I have Final Gambit on this moveset right here. A, I don't have a Defiant user to punish Defoggers. So if I predict a Defogger to come in, I need to go for Final Gambit to get myself a free switch into something that threatens the appropriate Defogger. Also, it's not like Shuckle's going to be doing a lot, even if it does run Infestation. I already get to buy free turns for other teammates with Encore, so yeah. And then we have a Weavile, nicknamed Bop, with Knockoff, Ice Sharp, Pursuit, and Low Kick, specifically for stuff like T-Tar and Bisharp. But anyway, we're going to quickly grab a match right here. I have done some warm-up matches, so hopefully we can jump right into this. So we are... Okay, so we hit Braylon Lover Forever, who's actually a sub of mine. This is pretty cool. Is this... Oh, wow, this isn't even a high-level match. So he knows my team, I know his team. I've used his team before. So what I'm actually going to do is really cheap. I gotta find Breloom, Control F, Breloom, Lover Forever. There we go. So I have all of his sets right here. When he watches this, he's gonna be mad. So I know he runs Specs Heatran. So I think my best way to beat this, I also have Air Balloon Aegislash. So what I'm gonna do, turn 1, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get up my webs. Okay. To YouTube. There we go. Alright, so let me check. Does he run Belly Drum or does he run a Soul Vest? He runs a Soul Vest. I'm gonna go ahead and get up my webs right here as he ends up going straight away for a Waterfall. Doesn't get the flinch, which is useful. I'm just gonna go straight away for a Final Gambit in case he wants to switch into Donphan. He does not. He stays in. He's a Soul Vest. I know he can switch moves. That is important to note. I'm gonna go into Aegislash right here because Aegislash is pretty threatening to his entire team. I'm gonna go straight away for a Flash Can. Actually, I'm gonna go straight away for a King Shield right here as he ends up going into his Heatran. So I think he's okay. So I know he's smart. He's a very good player. So I know he runs Specs. He has Earth Power, Lava Plume, Flash Cannon. I kind of need this to stop Donphan from spinning late game. Let me see. I think I have his team. Alright, so I'm going to go straight away for the Shadow Ball right here as he ends up going for the Eruption and just taking me out, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, there's not a whole lot I could do about that. I'm going to go straight away into my Lando right here, and I know he's going to switch because his Heatran actually beats like my entire team. So I'm just going to U-turn here. I'm kind of anticipating him to go into something like his Gardevoir or like his Dragonite to take this on, which would allow me a pretty good switch into Weavile. and would help me take that out. So he does end up going out into Dragonite, which is good for me. And I'm gonna go out into a Bop, as I know this thing is choice banded. I'm actually going to predict him. No, actually, I'm not gonna predict it. I'm gonna go for a knockoff, as he ends up going into his Azumarill. It is helpful. I do get rid of its Assault Vest. I'm going to go straight away for an Ice Shot. Actually, no. I'm going to go for another knockoff right here, predicting him to go for the Waterfall, and partially because I have no Azumarill switch-ins. My Azumarill switch-ins are limited to absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go into my Mega Heracross right here. Actually, should I? Okay. So, let me just think about this for a second. I win the game by Swords Dancing with Mega Heracross, and after I weaken Donphan with my Landorus. So I'm going to go into my Thundurus right here. I'm going to go straight away for a T-Bolt, because I don't mind if he switches into Donphan, because damage on Donphan is what I need. He ends up sacking, or actually, no, I lose. I just lose straight up, because I need the webs in order to beat stuff like Gardevoir. I'm going to go for an HP Ice right here, because this should 2-hit KO Donphan, as he ends up just spinning my hazards away, which is kind of a big ordeal. I can still win by T-Waving his Gardevoir and T-Waving his Greninja. That's my win condition, as he ends up missing the Stone Edge as I get a low roll on my HP Ice, which is a little bit unfortunate for him. But, hey, I'll take it where I can get it, guys. So Specs Heatran comes in and obliterates my entire team at this point. I think right here I'm just going to go for... Okay, what do I need? I'm going to Volt Switch right here into my Landorus. I doubt I can... Okay, I live the Lava Plume, which is amazing. And I'm going to go straight away for an Earth Power right here. I know he's Ban Knight, and Ban Knight will allow me to go for a close combat with Heracross, because I feel pretty comfortable that he's not going to stay in. Okay, yeah, he just goes out into that. So I'm going to go for a Psychic right here. I just needed damage on Heatran, but he will be able to win right here in this scenario, just because I didn't play very well. And you know, like, I know his team, and his team is built extraordinarily well. This is like huge hat tip to Braylon Lover forever, because if you're able to beat somebody when they are, wow, that did a lot of damage, and that was a crit. But that's nasty damage. That's like 40% to a Dragonite on a resisted hit. And ABR is shaking his head at me right now. I'm going to go straight away for an HP Ice, as he will more than likely do like 90% with the... Okay, he actually didn't do as much. So I can still win if I get Parahacks galore, but like, I will have to really hacks him. I only need one full para on Greninja. I'm going to need more than one full para on this, as he just takes me on the Lava Plume, which is a good game. I'm back down to 1187. He's been laddering for like 14 hours in a row, I think. Because he was laddering this morning, and people were talking about it in the chat just a couple of hours ago. It's 8:18 p.m. on a Friday right now, and I know that he's been chilling here laddering for a long time. He was trying to beat somebody else's record. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Blue's record. But we hit a guy named Steve, and he has Darkrai, which is just so ungodly annoying. I think he's going to lead with it. He has Lottie, which means I can pull off a cool strategy here. I think Aegislash is the least useful for me this game, so I'm going to lead that and sack it to sleep. I'm going to go straight away for a Flash Cannon in the off chance. Okay, he missed Hypnosis. I don't know what he's doing. I'm facing somebody who's not very good. Dark Void. Oh my god, are you kidding? Oh my god. Well, I suppose this is it. Okay. Okay. I'm just not. Alright, man. You do you, okay? So I'm just gonna go straight over for a Shadow Ball and Sigilyph. I will be able to 2-hit KO this thing. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go out in a Shuckle right here, as he ends up going for a Cosmic Power. I'm gonna Encore him. I'm gonna get up my webs, and then I'm going to Final Gambit and do 70%. And now I'm going to go out into... Let's see. What will do the most damage? Thundurus will outspeed. So I can get 2 T-Bolts off. And all I need is 1. Alright, this is cool. He goes out into his Aggron right here. I'm presuming this is Mega Aggron, but I'm just going to Volt Switch right here as, yeah, he's Mega Aggron. So he probably went for like the Ice Punch or something. I'm going to go out into Aegislash to take that pretty well and just sack Aegislash to the Earthquake. Actually, I wake up. I got 2 very good rolls right there for sleep, which is really good for me. I'm not even going to lie. But in order to win, I need to weaken Gliscor and weaken Latias to sweep with Heracross, or beat this, and then I win. Beat this in order to sweep with either Genie right here. So I actually have a really good matchup. I'm going to go straight away for the T-Bolt right here to knock this thing out. If he wants to go into Gliscor, be my guest. If he wants to go into Latias, be my guest. He ends up going into Gliscor. I'm just going to HP Ice, because this will absolutely nuke Are we really going to do this garbage right now? I'm going to go into Weavile because he doesn't have enough HP to make a sub. I'm just going to go straight away for the Ice Shard. I literally have no reason not to. If he goes into Latias, Latias goes down. Skuntank is not... Like, Skuntank actually does some work, but I think I still win. I'm going to go for a low kick right here, just because I can. He may be running this as his defogger, but, like... See, this is why I like PokeBattle, because you can use a Darkrai, sure, but you're going to pay for it, like, using Skuntank. Like, Sigilyph isn't terrible. Sigilyph is not good, though. I think I'm going to go out into Heracross right here, because Heracross, I think, is my best play. I can click Close Combat and force this thing out. Actually, he just stays in, meaning it is a guaranteed W for me at this point. And watch him go for Draco and miss. Actually, watch him have, like, confusion. Okay, because Heracross is super bulky, I end up tanking that hit. We're up to 1,189, and that is my one qualm with PokeBattle. I really like the tiering style. I don't like laddering a lot, because when you lose, like, we lost to Braylon Lover Forever. We lost, like, 20 points. And that win, we got, like, 7. But we face Dr. Sheep as God right here, and we're going to lead straight away with a Shuckle. Or with our Shuckle right here, because webs will actually be important. Not as important in this match, but still pretty important, because, okay, actually, let me think. He's running Bird Spam. I faced this team before, I know for sure. I'm going to get up Rocks, that's my first priority, because he does nothing with that Hydro Pump. So, sorry, there are the people. Oh, wow, Dr. Sheep has got as a YouTuber, too. So, shout out to him. He's cool. I'm going to go for a final Gambit right here as he ends up going for a Volt Switch. Presumably, okay, he goes into Skarmory right here, which is fine by me, to be honest, because I'm just going to go into my Thundurus right here, and I'm going to go for a Volt Switch, because if he wants to go into something like Sylveon and take a hit, okay, this actually lulls over language. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. So, right here, I'm going to go out into my Aegislash, and I'm going to go straight away for a Shadow Ball, because I don't want to give him a switch into Skarm. This is going to do a lot to Skarmory. In fact, it will be able to... Wow, he's faster! Oh my god, I lost. I just straight up lost. I'm on a Balloon. I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball as he knocks me out with Fire Blast. Man! I think I'm going to go out in a Heracross right here. And I'm going to Mega Evolve and go for the Rock Blast, predicting him to switch. I don't think he wants to stay in here and risk taking an Earthquake from a Mega Heracross. He goes into Sylveon. Sylveon, look at this. That is obnoxious how much damage that does right there. Like, Mega Heracross is a monster. If you have not tried Mega Heracross yet, you are missing out. Like, there are some teams on here to where Mega Heracross comes in, it, like, clicks one move, and it wins. It is literally that good. So right here, I'm going to go for the, I'm actually going to double the Lando, predicting him to switch, because he doesn't have any reason to stay in. And then I'm going to go straight away for a Psychic, because it hits everything on his team for neutral damage. He ends up going out to Rotom Wash, which will not, sadly, be 2-hit KO'd. And I do need this for later, so I'm going to U-turn, get off some damage right now, as he more than likely goes for Hydro Pump. I eat that up, because I'm a Mega Heracross, and I'm going to go straight away for a Close Combat, as I will be able to knock him out. And at this point, I think I can sack Mega Heracross. mainly because I don't have another switch into Talonflame. He ends up just going for the Flare Blitz, and I think I'm going to go into my Thundurus. Just kidding. I'm going to go into Landorus right here, because Landorus hopefully will be able to tank a hit. He may be banded. That looks banded, and I get burned, which stinks. Oh god, that really stinks. Although it may not have ended up mattering in the course of the match, because he has to miss a couple of hits. Yeah. So that is that. We are down to 1,172. Good game, rules over language, and we are going to jump into another match right here. We've been going for 15 minutes. Today might be a longer episode, just because I'm having a lot of fun recording right now. So hopefully we can find a match relatively soon. I may need to unplug my computer so that it runs a bit cooler. That is the one con to running a YouTube channel on a MacBook Air. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure I want, a desktop, just because I move around a lot, just from house to house. Not because, like, I'm super rich, but because, like, my parents are divorced, so I sometimes end up spending time at my mom's, sometimes end up spending time at my dad's, and it'd be, like, if I could have the luxury of having a laptop, and, like, a really good laptop, and a PC, that'd be great, but, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But, anyway, hopefully we can, okay, Jungle Ember's going nuts. So, hopefully we can find a battle real quick, because that would be amazing. Maybe nobody's just laddering right now. Please, find me a battle! Find me a battle so I can commentate over a battle instead of a find battle screen. Okay, there we go. It worked. So looking at this guy's team, he's very susceptible to Sticky Web. He has one spinner, which is his Blastoise. I am almost getting a foot cramp for the second PokeBattle live in a row. I'm going to go for my webs right here. Because, to be honest, if he ends up going for a close combat, okay, he ends up getting Rocks Up. I'm going to Final Gambit right here, as I predict him to go out into his Blastoise. I feel like I've played him before. This team looks eerily familiar. He ends up going for an Overheat, as I just end up doing a chunk of damage right there, which is fine with me. Because now I can go out into my Thundurus. I know for a fact Thundurus will outspeed, and I can go straight away for the Volt Switch. I'm not predicting him to stay in right here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He ends up going out into Sylveon, which is amazing for me, because now I get to go out into Aegislash, and I get to go ahead and click Shadow Ball, because I don't think he's staying in either, because I can hit him hard with a Steel Stab. When he can go out into something like Ferrothorn, he ends up going out into his Blastoise right here. I'm just going to double Shadow Ball, actually. He may be Mega Blast. Yeah, he's Mega Blastoise. He's going to Dark Pulse and knock me out, but this is fine. I just needed to weaken his spinner, frankly, before my team has a field day. Honestly, honestly, that's what my team is about to do. I'm just going to go into, yeah, Landers. I'm going to go for an Earth Power right here, because Earth Power is going to hit pretty much anything for good damage. He goes out into Ferrothorn. Wow! That is nuts! I'm going to go for another Earth Power, because I have no reason not to. If he wants to go out into D-Knight, that's fine. I'm just going to U-turn. We'll see what type of D-Knight he is right here. He ends up going for E-Speed, revealing he is Choice Banded, because that did way too much damage. But I'm going to go out into Weavile right here, and I've weakened his stuff for Weavile pretty well. I'm going to go for an Ice Shard right here. So he goes out into Pharaoh. I'm just going to Low Kick, because Low Kick will be able to knock Ferrothorn out, even if it means I take a ton of damage. And he goes back out into his Dragonite. I'm just going to Ice Shard, as he more than likely will Extreme Speed right here. I know from facing... Okay, so this is going to do like 50%. So I'm just going to come in here, Mega Evolve, and go for the Rock Blast. Because Rock Blast will be more than enough to probably knock out anything on his team. And... yeah, Mega Heracross is so strong. He ends up going for the E-Speed, does 48%. Crit obviously mattered right there, guys, because I was doing 25% per turn. And he goes out into his Infernape, which is kind of a problem. I think I'm just going to sack my Lando right here to more than likely a Fake Out. I actually live, which is cool, but he's going to just take me out with the next attack anyway, unless he's like bulky Infernape. He goes out into Blastoise for some reason, a Sack Blastoise. Frankly, I do not agree with that play. He's faster than me, just take me out. So he goes back out into his Infernape right here. And I'm going to go ahead and go into Mega Heracross. And I'm going to go straight away for a close combat and drop the nuke on something. I think I still win, even if it's Sylveon versus... Ooh, that's going to be close. He goes out into Landorus right here. I'm going to Rock Blast as he will more than likely just Psychic to take me out. So I will probably end up dropping this match. I'm going to HP Ice, I guess is my best play. I don't think he wants... Wow! That's a Soul Vest! There's no way he could... What the... Is that a Soul Vest? Is that like a Soul Vest max special defense? Because I don't think there's any way he could take... Man! That was nuts. I'm going to have to run the calc on that later. But looking at Westburger Forest team... Sticky Web destroys his team. Because Salamence gets eaten up by Weavile. Gliscor, Weavile, Gengar, Weavile. And the rest of the stuff gets beat by pretty much the entirety of my team. Mega Metacham will be held in check pretty well by Aegislash, because Aegislash can just prevent it from going for either one of its stabs. He goes in a Shuckle, or he leads his death right here. I'm going to straight away go for a Sticky Web as he ends up setting up a sub. I'm going to Encore him right here, predicting him to sub. He ends up going for a Shadow Ball, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and get up my rocks as he keeps clicking Shadow Ball. I'm going to go into Weavile right here because I believe I have 2 more turns as his Shadow Ball actually does a decent amount. I'm going to knock off right here. And, because even if he switches out, like, I don't really mind. He ends up going for a Shadow Ball. And I'm going to Pursuit right here, predicting him to switch out. I don't think he has a lot of reason to stay in. Makes me kind of nervous because if he leads... No, he's Black Sludge. I was going to say if he's lead Sash, but I end up dealing with that problem pretty well. So now he has this thing. And this thing is just a pain in the butt, if we're being honest. I'm going to go into Shuckle, and as he ends up going for a T-Wave, I'm going to Final Gambit and surprise something on his team because you just got like 127 HP drained by a Shuckle, and you should never have that much drained by a Shuckle. He goes into his Ments, and I go for the Final Gambit, take that thing out. That's pretty cool. I think at this point I'm just going to go into... Okay. We didn't see lefties. I think at this point I'm just going to go for the Pursuit. I don't think he's going to want to stay in. He may be able to use this for later if it is Scarf. And if it's Scarf and it goes for the Outrage, then I can come in and revenge it next turn with Aegislash. So I really have nothing to lose by going for the Pursuit right here. I can either pick up a free knockout. Okay, he stayed in, and he's Life Orb. Oh no, he's not Life Orb. Yeah, he is Life Orb. He goes down to his own recoil damage right there. I'm going to go straight into Lando, though, because Lando actually outspeeds the entirety of his team. And if he goes into Klefki, he can't para me, which is amazing. I'm just going to hit him up with an Earth Power right here, because there's really nothing he can do. He goes into Gliscor, which is fine. I'm just going to go for the U-turn, because unless he runs Knockoff, he can't touch Aegislash, and that gives me a free turn. I'm just going to click Shadow Ball, and we'll see what happens. He ends up subbing up, which, you know, that's fine. I'm just going to keep clicking Shadow Ball, because I just don't want to let him leave the field with a sub. He goes for Earthquake, but I have a Balloon, so this is good. I'm just going to keep clicking Shadow Ball. He can try to Roost Stall me if he wants, but there will be a time when I get the Spadef drop, and then I get to absolutely destroy him. But this almost looks specially defensive, because I run modest max special attack on this thing, so this is probably here for Lando, which makes a lot of sense, because HP Ice Lando destroys this dude's team. Especially like mixed Lando. So, but that wouldn't make sense because he would have knockoff. But he goes into his Mango right here, which takes a ton of damage. I don't think I'll knock him out with a minus nature Shadow Sneak, so I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. As he didn't end up going for T-Wave right there, which is a bit questionable. But now he goes out into this thing. I'm just gonna King Shield because I literally lose nothing by it. He ends up going for the Bullet Punch, and getting the drops, which is good. He just wanted to break my balloon, to be honest. That's the only reason he was doing that. And I'm fine with him knocking me out this next turn with his Gliscor, because I actually gain a lot of ground by him doing that. He ends up going for the Protect to presumably just heal up a little bit, but Gliscor will outspeed me no matter what. If he wants to try to sub up, then fine, so be it. But he really loses nothing, and people are moving around me, so I apologize if you can hear that. But anyway, I'm going to go into a Daloud with my Thundurus, and I'm just going to HP Ice right here. And I think I put him in checkmate, because honestly, I don't think he can do anything versus this. T-Bolt's going to hurt a lot from a Thundurus, and so that is a good game. He wants to try to stall me out of the 24 PP I have for HP Ice, then that's fine. So we're up to 1,160. We've actually dropped a lot in this episode, but we're going to grab another match, because this is actually a lot of fun. And we face Q-Tip. I've hit this team as well. Yeah, I've been laddering a lot in the past 24 hours, trying to get back up to top 64, because school got in the way. So he leads that. I'm just going to Sticky Web right here as he goes for the taunt. I'm going to get up Rocks, because last time we were playing, after he taunted, he ended up getting up Rocks. So he actually goes for double taunt right there. He's going to get up his Rocks right here, but I'm going to bring him down to 17%, which is cool, because then I can come in with Weavile, and I can Pursuit Trap him. He can't do anything about it. And I believe the last time I faced him, I've played him 2 times. One time I ended up sweeping him with Heracross after removing Cfagrigus and Mawile with Aegislash. The other time he swept me with Mawile, which I believe is an SD variant. So I'm just going to take him out with the Pursuit right there, which didn't really matter. I'm just going to go straight away for a knockoff, because this should be able to knock him out. Unless he's like... Wait, he might be 252, 252, but like I don't really need Weavile for that much else. Actually, that stunk right there. And he goes for the Trick Room. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard. Oh yeah, that's how he swept me last time. He beat me with Trick Room, not Mega Mawile. Check out Dash Slash. He'll probably comment down below. So he goes into Diggersby right here. I'm just going to Ice Shard, because I literally lose nothing by it. I'll get a good chunk of damage off on this thing as he goes for the Earthquake. And now I can go out into my Air Balloon Aegislash, and I can go straight away for the Flash Cannon, because it should hit everything on his team for decent damage. He goes into Mawile. That's going to do a lot. I'm just going to sneak right here to take him out, because I should outspeed him. Actually, he ends up going for the Sucker Punch and taking me out, so that's kind of lame. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, meaning I shall be faster again. And I'm going to Mega Evolve and go straight away for the Close Combat, because I don't lose much by it, to be honest. He ends up going for a Sucker Punch just to get chip damage, and at this point, if I play my cards right, I win. Actually, he has this, which is a problem. Let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out on Lando, because Lando seems pretty expendable. And, well, not expendable, that's the wrong word. It seems like the easiest thing I can sack. I'm going to go into Thundy right here, and I'm going to go straight away for the HP. Nah, dang it. I can't do that. I got to go for the T-Wave right here. Even if he switches into Diggersby, it's going to stink, but I get the T-Wave off. Yeah. So I'm just going to go for the HP Ice, and I should be able to take Diggersby out from this range, even if he is a Soul Vest. I think he's Sash, though. And he can go into Crawdaunt right here, and if he goes into Crawdaunt, I think he wins. I have to hope for the Para, as he Swords Dances. This is bad. I'm going to go straight away for the T-Bolt. I gotta have a Para. Yes! I gotta have a Para. Okay. Yes! Okay, I can actually win the game right here. As long as I hit my Pin Missile. Now, I've had problems with hitting Pin Missiles in the past, so we will see how this goes down. Like, I either gotta hit one and... Okay, so I ended up hitting it, so, you know, it's good. We're up to 1,181, meaning we're almost back to where we started at the beginning of the episode. We're 29 minutes in, but we're going to go for another one. And hopefully we can grab a battle soon enough. I would try out 500 PokeBattle value on screen. Okay, never mind. I'll have to talk about it. Actually, this guy's team looks pretty standard, and is something that my team really enjoys facing, to be honest. I'm going to lead Shuckle as he leads Breloom. He's more than likely going to put me to sleep, which stinks, so let me look at his team and look at my team and find out what does the least amount of work. Do I want webs again? Yeah. Actually, how much do I want webs? It really helps stuff like Heracross, but I don't want to give Bisharp +2, because Bisharp at +2 gives my team problems. I'm going to go straight away for a Final Gambit as he ends up sporing me right here. I'm going to actually get up my rocks, so this is Pikachu. Say hi to YouTube. I can't commentate and type at the same time, which is a bit of a downfall, but it's good. I'm going to go on Egg Slash right here as he ends up going for the Bullet Seed, which does nothing. And I'm going to go straight away for the Flash Cannon, because I see him switching out into Bisharp right here to take my Ghost Stab, because that seems like a pretty logical play on his part. But he ends up just going for a Bullet Seed again. He's sticking to his guns, man. I'm just going to sneak right here, because his priority doesn't affect me, and my priority knocks him out, so that's a pretty logical play. He ends up going out into his Gengar. I'm just going to sneak to get off damage, as he misses his Willow, which is unfortunate, but just knock me out at that point. Like, really? Am I going to switch this thing out? Am I really, though? I'm going to Flash Cannon right here, because I don't want him Sword. Wow, that is a Soul Vest. I think I lose. We'll see if Weavile can take a hit. Actually, no, I need Weavile, though. Huh. How fast is Bisharp? Bisharp is base 70 speed. And let me quickly look at Heracross. Heracross is base 85. So if I go into Heracross right here, and I click the button to Mega Evolve, and there's all sorts of noise going on in the background. I really apologize, guys, but it's kind of an awkward time to record right now. But you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna go straight away for the close combat, because he has 1 resistance to this, and because he has 1 resistance to this, and it's his Latias, and Latias doesn't really take kindly to coming in when I have a Weavile. So I just end up taking him out right there. So I dodge a huge bullet right there. He ends up going out into his Latias right here. I'm going to go on a Shuckle, because now I'm kind of free to set up rocks as he ends up... Wow, Shuckle ate that up. I'm going to actually go for webs right here, because I want his Metachamp slower. Actually, I'm just going to sticky web. So I do not wake up, and I get up my webs. There we go. So Final Gambit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. End up mattering, but you know, it's good. I'm gonna go into Heracross right here, because Rock Blast should be able to knock this thing out. And oh wow, Rock Blast did not knock that thing out. That was a bit disappointing, but I'm just gonna Rock Blast again as he Ice Shards, gets a crit. That is a bit unfortunate, but I don't think it's gonna end up mattering in the scheme of things. I'm gonna go for Pin Missile right here. He's pretty much forced to knock me out with the Psyshock. And he needs this in order to check Genie spam later, so I'm just going to Pursuit as he ends up staying in and defogging. I'm just going to Pursuit again. Like, I hope he realizes that he gets outsped by both of my Genies. I'm just going to Ice Shard. So he will probably end up going for the Fake Out, and then because he will probably go for the Fake Out and then the Bullet Punch. So, sorry, I got a little bit distracted there for a second, but I think, what do I do? I think I'm going to come in and T-Bolt and then Earth Power. So, well, hopefully he ends up, okay, he just ends up going for a Fake Out, and he doesn't Mega Evolve for some reason unbeknownst to me. Oh, he forgot to Mega. But it's not going to matter, because he can just take me out with the Bullet Punch, and I just get off damage. So he ends up going for the high jump kick right there, which was kind of a risky play, but, you know, more power to you. My computer's lagging really hard. I'm going to unplug that real quick. Oh, yeah. I'm going to Earth Power right here. Oh, it's because I changed things to medium. Okay, so that's a good game. You know, I'm feeling generous. We're going to grab one more. Hopefully we can close this out with like a couple game winning streak, because that'd be pretty nice. And then we will call it a night as far as PokeBattle goes. But we hit Quillfish for Life's team. And we're going to lead... He has one Taunter, but I don't really care. He's more than likely going to lead Terrakion. We could also lead Garchomp. He ends up leading with Skarmory. I'm going to get up my webs right here, and I'm going to Encore whatever his... Okay, he ends up going into Zapdos right here. So I'm going to Encore his Defog and give myself a free switch into... Actually, no, I'm going to Encore his Defog, so he'll switch right here. I'm going to get him my webs. Okay, never mind. He is just not going anywhere right now. I'm going to go into Heracross then. So he ends up going for Defog. And I'm going to Mega Evolve. And I'm going to click Rock Blast. And I'm going to do some solid damage to Skarm right here. Like, it's not amazing damage, but it's like 27%. It helps. I'm going to go straight away back out into Shuckle right here. Because he ends up getting up rocks. I'm going to Sticky Web, and then he Whirlwinds me into Daloud, and I'm going to Volt Switch, and I was actually put in a really good position right here. He ends up going back out to the thing, and I'm going to go out to Mega Heracross right here, because I can click Rock Blast, and I can knock the Zapdos out, and yeah. Even Max Defense Zapdos doesn't really stand a chance. He goes back out into Skarmory right here, in before Double Defog. If he's Double Defog, I'm actually going to be mildly annoyed. He ends up Brave Birding right here, which is fine, because I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball straight away. And hopefully, wow, that Vaporeon ate that up. That's kind of bad. I'm going to go into Shuckle, because I don't think he's running Defog on Skarm. And I'm going to get my rocks up right here, because they'll just help me get random chip damage throughout the match, which is always good. And he knocks me out with the Scald. I'm going to go into my Thundurus, though. And I'm going to go straight away for the Volt Switch, as he ends up protecting. I'm going to Thunderbolt this turn, as he ends up going into his Garchomp. But HP Ice should do pretty well in getting rid of Garchomp. Even if it's Scarfed, like Sticky Web ensures that he can't hurt me at all. If he goes... Okay, this is kind of complicated. I don't know what I'm going to do. If he goes out into Terrakion right here. Oh, never mind. I have Aegislash. I have the counter. First off, though, I'm going to Volt Switch. As he is Megatar. So that's scary. I'm going to go out into Heracross, though. So he ends up going for the Dragon Dance. And I'm just going to click Close Combat. Because nothing on his team appreciates Close Combat from Mega Heracross. I think Mega Heracross will sweep him at this point in the game. Actually goes out into Skarmory, and I know this thing has Brave Bird, so I'm just going to go into Aegislash right here with the Air Balloon, as he ends up going for the Whirlwind, which is a good play, but he sends me out into this, which, like, he literally could not have gone worse for him. I'm just going to Volt Switch, because it puts him in a really awkward offensive position right here. So he goes into Terrakion. I don't think he's Double Scarf. I'm just going to come in and click Close Combat and annihilate something. Yeah. So he was likely banded Terrakion or just Sash lead Terrakion. I could see that too. So he ends up forfeiting. We're up to 1,209. So if you guys did enjoy this episode of Push to Rank 500, or not Push to Rank 500, if you guys did enjoy this episode of PokeBattle Saturdays, please make sure to leave a like, as it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to no, never mind. We usually don't have comment questions and videos on these, do we? I actually can't remember. So I'm going to assume we don't. And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.